Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we have another GoldmanD video. If you saw my last GoldmanD video, you've seen that I was very excited for this game and that I was really confident in the devs and their ability to produce, because they communicate very well. Not only do they talk to the people that are in the game, not only that, they're not afraid to fine-tune and make changes for the overall health of the game. Now in this video, we're gonna go over, now there's been some great changes recently. None of this is financial advice. We're gonna go over some announcements from the dev team. If there's still some good entry points for this game. Is it too late? Is it not too late? What do I think about the game going forward? And what's coming up? Because there is some big stuff coming up, but let's talk about a few announcements that they've made.
Let's get into it.
They've been hard at work bug fixing, balancing the tools, doing all kinds of things to help the better of the game, and I just absolutely love it. They're adding in a slot rental fee. You actually have more slots that you can have now in game. Since I've actually done my last video, which is about 2 weeks, they've added staking on other planets, on planets that you don't mine on, to reduce your consumption costs, so your mining fee isn't as high. I love that. I love the additional slots, a lot of these changes that they're making between the rental slot system that they're putting in game, the mining formula improvements that they're making into the game, and multi-accounting. Now at first they had a thing where they did not want multi-accounting and botting. They have loosened this up on the multi-accounting. Not only have they loosened up on the multi-accounting, they went into detail as to why, and they definitely say it in a way where you get it, you understand. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just, hey, we're now allowing multi-accounts. This is why we're allowing it. Obviously they'd rather not have it in the game, but for the most part you can't stop people from doing it. They've also made it better for people who don't multi-account, so you have additional slots to work with and things like that. Also, overall, I think it's a great change. I know some people, they want to be able to mine not just food, not just energy and minerals. Some people actually just want to have an extra account. So, and if that's the case, I guess why not let them? It is regulated, and I think it's a great step, because it's like they mentioned up here, they don't want multi-accounts to become self-efficient by exploiting the token transfer, because being self-efficient doesn't contribute to the economy. And I love that. I love that, because they want you to produce the food, but they want you to also depend on your other fellows that are mining, who are mining energy, who are mining minerals. They want you to have to depend on these other people, because it's going to create balance within the tokens, especially because about 75% of your reward goes to mining costs, and I think that does help keep the tokens very close to each other. There's also the curse system, which is really nice to kind of help keep the tokens in line. Let's go on. What's coming up? I was hoping it was going to be out today. There is a slight delay in the announcement, but Amulets are coming to the game now. Amulets, I don't have the full details on what they're going to do, but I assume that they're going to help with mining in some fashion. You can get whitelisted for the project for Amulets now. There's Amulet passes on Atomic Hub. It looks like they also might have some other kind of whitelisting event, and I'm really excited to see that. I'm hoping that we get the details of the Amulets and the whitelisting tomorrow, and I can share more information about that with you guys. Now, since I made my first video, nothing has changed for me on this project. I'm still very bullish on it. Everything that I said in the first video still applies. The dev team is amazing. Their communication is awesome. They don't just tell you what they're doing, they tell you why they're doing it. They're focusing on improvements for the game, the overall health, the economy. I love to see that. Now let's take a look. Can you find something? Is there a tool available that has a 30-day ROI? I know people love that 30-day ROI mark, so let's take a look. So on this site, they do have some calculators. From what I hear, they're working on another one that's supposed to be a little bit more accurate. So But for now, what we got. Let's take a look. This is Alvers. What we want to find is what's the best price. What's going to give us a good, quick return if that's what we're interested in. But we want to see those 25 to 30-day ROI items. Let's see if they're still out there. So right off the bat, we have this energy atomic collector. It is a 13 wax daily, a 25-day ROI if you get it on Atomic Hub. Let's take a look at a rare. Okay, so a rare right now, a rare for energy. This is a rare orb. This is gonna be a 25-day ROI. So and that's $137, and that's a 24-day ROI. Love it, love to see it. So there's still good entry points into this game. Depending on when you buy. When you buy is so important. So if we keep looking, we got another rare here. That's a 22-day ROI. Keep going down the line. Here's a 20-day ROI on the moisture power plant. Let's go to epics. Okay, epics. Let's see. Take a look at that. So epics actually on energy specifically, I'm seeing a 38-day ROI on the power beam, an 88 on the absorber. So the ROI is really gonna depend on which item you're getting. Now you're like, if the epic is better, why is the ROI higher? And there's a dang good reason for that. And that's because there's not very many of them available. There's not a big supply of these things. You know, look at it. There's 88 minted. There's 3 available on Atomic Hub. So let's take a look. Look at that. And it's right. There's only 3 available. That's why they cost what they cost. You know, it's not only what does the token price, what is that in relation to the tool? There's also a relationship of the scarcity of the asset in this game. And I love that. I do. And now if you're like me and maybe you're on a budget, I'm looking for things, you know, in that $400 or $500 range, maybe $400 to $600 range, depending. For me, I would be looking at probably an epic or some rares if I was trying to get into this game. So now, if you've seen my last video, you know that I'm human and I have 2 meetingers. That's a food item. I think it's a very good food item personally. But right now, there's only 5 on the AH. There's no AH. Anyway, there's only 5 on Atomic Hub. The ROI is 39 days if you buy this meetinger right now. If you buy it for the price that it's at right now, which is $455, it's 39-day ROI. There's only 5 of them available. That's why the price is what the price is. Now let's go down a little bit. Let's go down to, okay, so that epic still is about the same ROI. But if you go to a rare, the rares are cheaper. There's 14 of them on the Atomic Hub. So with more of them available on Atomic Hub, the price isn't as high, and there's a 22-day ROI if you bought it from Atomic Hub. This is netting you 21 wax a day for $128 on Atomic Hub. Now let's take a look. 21 wax a day. The price of wax is we got 21 times 0.276. We're at, what is that, $5 a day? $5 a day. I want you to think about it. Right now, 3080s don't make $5 a day mining Ethereum. They don't. This item right here, right now, gets more than a 3080. Now let's double check that. I want to fact check myself. Hang on. Let's see here. Now there's other things to mine other than Ethereum, but that's what a lot of people are mining Ethereum. So we're gonna go with the majority here. Calculate. Now 3080 is gonna set you back what, $1,200 on that secondhand market to maybe 15 depending on where you live. They're still very expensive and hard to find. So it's $1,200 for a 3080, $3 a day, or $128 and $5 a day, 21 wax a day. So it depends what your goals are. This is going to fluctuate. Obviously the 3080 mining Ethereum is going to fluctuate too. Usually they're a little more steady though, because it's like, $5 for a certain amount of time and $3 or whatever. But as of right now, this axe for $128, $5 a day. Not bad. Not bad. So let's take a look. So you could pick almost any food rare right now. Sickle's a little more high right now. This is gonna fluctuate though, day to day, depending on the price of what they mine and what their efficiency is with the other minerals. If I had $83 to, I'd say, yeah, I guess anything under 500, that's where I'd be interested in getting a tool. When it comes to some of the higher end tools, they're more expensive and the return isn't as quick. Now if you're staking on your planet, then you get increased mining efficiency, and I think that's where these tools really benefit. And I also think that if you stake on other planets, you lower your consumption, so the cost to mine isn't as high, and that's also where these tools shine. Once you have a lot staked, it's just a lot better for any tool that you have. So yeah, can you still get in this game and get a 30-day ROI on some tools? Absolutely. And let's take a look at the market. Now we know the market is just about crazy everywhere, There's definitely a lot of red. If we look at Alcor, there's plenty of red to go around. Now let's look at food. So there is a recent dip right now, but over the last, let's take a look. Over the last 2 weeks, prices have been good. We go from February 22nd back to February 13th, and the prices have been really, really solid. Now today is a down day, and this is going to happen in crypto and in gaming. For me, I see it more as an opportunity to reinvest in the game. For me, I see it as an opportunity to reinvest in the game and continue to stake, continue to earn. Most of my plan has just been staking. I have not been taking profits. I just stake. I mine. I pull out the 75% mining cost to get minerals and energy, and anything left over, I just stake on my planet. So that's been my plan the whole time. I keep doing that. If we look again at the humans, Meetinger is 43 wax a day. 43 wax a day. And that's during this dip. So 43 wax a day. I have two. So it's 86 wax a day. Now I bought these for, one was 220. So I got it in a good time. For my specific epics, it was a great time for me. I got it at 220 and 250. So let's see. Let's see. What is the daily on? 0.276. It's $23 a day. Now $23 a day times 30 days in a month is $712. But for me, I'm getting a 30-day ROI. Now I'm not taking profits out, like I said. So for me, I'm in this game for the long term. I'm staking to increase my efficiency on my production. So I stake on my planet to increase my tools reward. And I'm also staking on other planets to reduce my consumption on those materials. So I'm very happy with the game. The devs are awesome. They communicate very well. They tell you what they're working on, why they're working on it. They tell you about delays, if there's any, and how things are going. If I had to put my money on any team to get me through this bear winter, it would be the GoldmanD team. It's based on their communication, based on the fact that they tell you everything. They tell you why, how, and based on it, they're willing to make changes, and that you can clearly see that they have a vision for the game. They're knocking out their roadmap. They're obviously doing some future planning. Amulets are coming out soon. We're gonna have a follow-up video on that. I'm hoping to get whitelisted. I'm not currently whitelisted, but hopefully I can get whitelisted and get an amulet. So yeah, if I can get an amulet, that would be cool. I'm gonna keep updating you on this game and keep following up. You're gonna hear about the amulets coming up and everything else that they're working on. So I've been really happy with this pick. I'm very proud of the team. I want to see what it looks like in a couple of weeks. So after the amulets drop, honestly, if you're looking for something that could have, none of this is financial advice. None of it is financial advice. If you are looking for an item that could possibly 2x, 3x, whatever, the amulets might be the ticket. Don't know for sure. For me, I think I'm gonna be lucky to get one. If I get one, I'm keeping it. So that's just me. I'm in these games for the content, and if I buy it and sell it, there's no content, right? If I buy it and don't use it, there's also no content. So I have to use it. If I don't use it, I lose it, and my content is these games. So I gotta keep them. I gotta keep the stuff, use the stuff, and go from there. One-click mining. Aside from the devs, this is the best thing. This is the best thing. One-click mining. Click, you're done. Walk away. Walk away for a while. You don't have to worry about it. Depending on your setup, how long you can walk away and not have to come back and click. But one click, no fuss, no muss. You're personally, I haven't seen a CPU error, like in some other games, but it's one click and you're done. That's it. Still bullish on this game. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think about GoldmanD? I am actively trying to talk to the devs and see if we can get something to give away. So the more comments they see down below, the more likely they'll be willing to give something away to the community. I will follow up with you on that. With that being said, keep mining, my friends. Keep mining. Stay strong. Keep mining.